Okay, so this is really big, and there was some controversy for a little bit about whether these were real or fake, but I think I've come to the conclusion that they are in fact real. There are in-game screenshots of Jotaro and Dai. What I mean by in-game screenshots is kind of promotional images. It's their render, really. Dai, which is probably not the three-letter starting with D character you were expecting to be announced with Jotaro, but regardless, it is the one that happened. Dai and Jotaro are in the game. This is the assumption, though. It's very possible that these could be incredibly impressive fakes. If you look at Dai's model, Dai has not been in a modern game, so it's very difficult to create that type of fake. So that's kind of really impressive to me. And in all honesty, I don't think Jotaro's model looks great. I wasn't actually initially convinced by Jotaro's models, but then of course we did some research into how the ads were created. The images that were sent to us only had 1 like on the ad, which seemed really weird to me, but we've actually since then got sent the ad directly through Instagram. We've opened up the ad. The ad is from the official Bandai Namco Instagram account. Now, it is possible that somebody has paid for Instagram ads after making these renders and then had the Instagram ads link back to Bandai Namco's page, which would be an incredibly high effort fake. So I am saying that there is a possibility of this being fake. However, right now, I do believe that these are real. I do believe that Jotaro is coming to the game, and I do believe that Dai is coming to the game, because again, both of these just look so damn good. So let's just assume that this is real for the rest of this video. How does that affect our predictions? And how does that affect the rest of the roster? Well, we always assumed that Jotaro was coming, so that's really exciting to see that Jotaro is in fact in the game. One would assume that he's going to come with Dio. You might be wondering why Dio is not here on these images. Well, these images are specifically of main characters, so you wouldn't expect to see Dio alongside him, but you would expect to see Dai, so that's our extra character. Now, what's interesting about Dai is he wasn't on very many people's predictions list, right? It was a very difficult character to predict. He certainly wasn't on my prediction list, but he would take up that slot that I used to have dedicated to kind of just a random character. It was really hard for me to get to 12 characters if we assume that there's 12 remaining characters. So Dai would have been a perfect character to throw into that list because he's kind of an oddball, right? Not very many people are expecting him, and theoretically he would come on his own rather than with additional Dragon Quest characters. So, assuming that this news is accurate, let me know what you think of Jotaro and Dai. I was gonna do the whole leave to pin comment thing to update you guys on whether it's real or fake or not, but Yanko Productions, someone who at this point knows a good portion of the roster, has in fact confirmed that Dai and Jotaro are both in Jump Force. So I'm assuming if it's coming from him, it's definitely real. With that being said, I really don't like Jotaro's model, but I'm happy to see Jotaro regardless. I would love to hear your thoughts on this. Leave a like on the video, share around the news. Good news, Jotaro and Dai in Jump Force. Subscribe to keep up to date with more news like this. Come follow me on Twitter because I usually talk about this a little bit early on Twitter. My name has been Bilbzy, and I will absolutely see you in the next video. I'm so excited.